Welcome back, quiz fans. In today's multiple choice challenge, what came first? Good luck.
Question 1.
Which came first? Eiffel Tower was completed, Nintendo was founded, Coca-Cola was first sold, or the first modern Olympic Games were held? It was C. Coca-Cola was first sold. First sold in 1886.
Question 2.
Which blockbuster film was released first? Jaws, Rocky, Star Wars, or Alien? The answer's A. Jaws. It was released in 1975.
Question 3.
Which internet company was founded first? Netflix, Google, Facebook, or Amazon? It was D, Amazon. Although it didn't technically open until 95, it was incorporated in 94.
Question 4.
Which space milestone happened first? Was it the first humans entered space, the first artificial satellite was launched, the first spacewalk was completed, or humans first landed on the moon? It was B. The first artificial satellite was launched by the Soviet Union, Sputnik 1, in 1957.
Question 5.
Which rock band released its debut album first? Was it the Beatles, the Rolling Stones, Pink Floyd, or Led Zeppelin? It was A, the Beatles, in 1963.
Question 6.
Which landmark was completed first? Was it the Eiffel Tower, the Empire State Building, the Statue of Liberty, or the Sydney Opera House? It was C, the Statue of Liberty, which was unveiled in October 1886.
Question 7.
Which television show premiered first? Friends, South Park, SpongeBob SquarePants, or The Simpsons? It was D, The Simpsons, released in 1989.
Question 8.
Which fast food restaurant opened first? Was it Subway, McDonald's, Pizza Hut, or KFC? It was B, McDonald's.
Question 9.
Which social media platform was launched first? YouTube, Facebook, MySpace, or Bebo? It was C, MySpace. Came out in 2003.
Question number 10.
Which invention came first? The printing press, the telescope, the steam engine, or the telephone? It was A. The Gutenberg printing press. Came out in 1450.
Question 11.
Which Disney animated film was released first? Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, Pinocchio, Dumbo, or Bambi? A. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs in 1937.
Question 12.
Which pop star released their debut album first? Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey, Madonna, or Kylie Minogue? It was C. Madonna in 1983.
Question 13.
Which famous toy came first? Was it Barbie, Lego bricks, Rubik's Cube, or Hot Wheels? B. Lego. Came out in 1958, 1 year before Barbie.
Question 14.
Which of these came first? Was it the European printing press, the Aztec Empire, the Inca Empire, or teaching at Oxford University? D. Teaching at Oxford University, believed to come around in 1096.
Question 15.
Which classic video game was released first? Pac-Man, Donkey Kong, Tetris, or the Super Mario Bros? It was A. Pac-Man, originally called Puck-Man. I think you can understand why they changed the name.
Question 16.
Which food or drink company was founded first? Nestle, Heinz, Kellogg's, or Cadbury? It's D. Cadbury. He first opened in 1824 in Birmingham, UK.
Question 17.
Which famous structure was completed first? The Empire State Building, the CN Tower, the Chrysler Building, or the Burj Khalifa? C. The Chrysler Building, 1 year before the Empire State.
Question 18.
Which film franchise started first? Was it Star Wars, James Bond, Indiana Jones, or Jurassic Park? It was B. James Bond. The first official James Bond film was released in 1962.
Question 19.
Which sporting competition began first? Was it Wimbledon, the Tour de France, the FIFA World Cup, or the Super Bowl? A. Wimbledon in 1877.
Question number 20.
Which famous snack was introduced first? Kit Kat, M&M's, Oreos, or Pringles? It was C. Oreo in 1912.
Question 21.
Which historical event happened first? The First World War began, the Russian Revolution, the Wall Street crash, or the Titanic sank? It was D. The Titanic sank in 1912.
Question 22.
Which famous musician was born first? John Lennon, Elvis Presley, Johnny Cash, or Freddie Mercury? It was B. Elvis Presley in 1935, 1 month before Johnny Cash.
Question 23.
Which scientific milestone happened first? The structure of DNA was identified, humans landed on the moon, penicillin was discovered, or the first IVF baby was born? C. Penicillin was discovered in 1928.
Question 24.
Which car company was founded first? Was it Ford, BMW, Ferrari, or Lamborghini? It was A. Ford in 1903.
Question 25.
Which famous children's book was published first? Was it The Hobbit, Winnie the Pooh, Peter Pan, or Alice's Adventures in Wonderland? But while you're thinking of that answer, hit that subscribe button or you can scan that QR code right there. But I need to give a huge thank you to Holly and Mark for buying me a coffee. It really does help me and motivates me to get more out, so thank you so much. The answer to that was Alice in Wonderland. D.
Question 26.
Which actor made their film debut first? Was it Brad Pitt, Tom Hanks, Leonardo DiCaprio, or Denzel Washington? It was B. Tom Hanks in 1980 in a horror movie, He Knows You're Alone.
Question 27.
Which piece of technology was launched first? The iPod, YouTube, the Nintendo Wii, or the Amazon Kindle? The answer's A, the iPod in 2001.
Question 28.
Which famous band was formed first? Was it U2, Coldplay, Queen, or ABBA? It was C, Queen in 1970.
Question 29.
After Athens in 1896, which city hosted the Olympic Games in 1900? Was it London, Paris, Tokyo, or Sydney? It was B, Paris, and women were permitted to compete for the very first time.
Question number 30.
Which popular board game was released first? Scrabble, Cluedo, or Clue for my American friends, Risk, or Monopoly? was Monopoly in 1935.
Question 31.
Which classic horror film was released first? The Exorcist, Halloween, Psycho, or The Shining? It was C, Psycho.
Question 32.
Which retailer was founded first? Was it Tesco, Aldi, Walmart, or Costco? (1919), it was A, Tesco.
Question 33.
Which of these appeared on Earth first? The dinosaurs, bees, flowering plants, or sharks? It was D, sharks.
Question 34.
Which country first gave women the right to vote in national elections? Was it the United Kingdom, New Zealand, the United States, or Finland? B, New Zealand in 1893.
Question 35.
Which famous landmark was completed first? The Colosseum, the Tower of London, Notre Dame Cathedral, or the Leaning Tower of Pisa? It was A, the Colosseum in 80 AD.
Question 36.
Which music format was introduced first? The cassette tape, compact discs, vinyl, or MP3? It was C, vinyl LP, in 1948, where each side you could listen to 20 minutes of music.
Question 37.
Which superhero first appeared in a comic? Was it Batman, Superman, Human Torch, or Spider-Man? It was B, Superman, in 1938 in Action Comics #1.
Question 38.
Which reality television show premiered first? Survivor, American Idol, The X Factor, or Big Brother? It was D, Big Brother in 1999, over in the Netherlands.
Question 39.
Which everyday invention came first? Is it the can opener, toilet paper roll, tin can, or sliced bread? It was C, the tin can, in 1810, and they didn't actually make a tin opener until 1858.
Question number 40.
Which messaging service was launched first? MSN Messenger, WhatsApp, AOL Instant Messenger, or Yahoo Messenger? was C. AOL Instant Messenger in 1997.
Question 41.
Which country hosted the FIFA World Cup first? Italy, France, Brazil, or Uruguay? It was D. Uruguay in 1930.
Question 42.
Which famous scientist was born first? Isaac Newton, Galileo Galilei, Charles Darwin, or Marie Curie? It was B. Galileo Galilei in 1564 in Pisa.
Question 43.
Which famous soft drink was first sold earliest? Was it the Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Dr. Pepper, or Fanta? It was C. Dr. Pepper in 1885, 1 year before Coca-Cola.
Question 44.
Which theme park opened first? Walt Disney World, Universal Studios Florida, Disneyland, or Alton Towers theme park? It was C. Disneyland in 1955.
Question 45.
Which famous song was released first? Dancing Queen, Bohemian Rhapsody, Staying Alive, or Don't Stop Believing? It was B. Bohemian Rhapsody in 1975.
Question 46.
Which medical milestone happened first? The first human heart transplant, the birth of the first IVF baby, smallpox was declared eradicated, or the first full body MRI scan? It was A. The first human heart transplant in 1967.
Question 47.
Which famous website was launched first? Was it Yahoo, eBay, Google, or IMDb? Believe it or not, it was D, IMDb in 1990, before the World Wide Web was even available to the general public.
Question 48.
Which chocolate bar was introduced first? The Kit Kat, Mars bar, Snickers, or Twix? It was C, Snickers in 1930, followed by Mars bar 2 years later.
Question 49.
Which household invention came first? Was it the dishwasher, the microwave oven, the electric toaster, or a robot vacuum cleaner? It was A, the dishwasher in 1850.
Question 50.
And the final question. Which transport milestone happened first? The first commercial passenger flight? The London Underground opened? The first Ford Model T was produced? Or the Channel Tunnel opened? It was B. The London Underground opened in 1863, carrying about 40,000 passengers on its first day. Wow, I hope you enjoyed that, and if you did, hit that subscribe button. But again, I want to say another massive thank you to Holly and Mark for donating to me. It really does mean the world. And thank you to everybody else that likes the videos, watches the videos, subscribes to the channel, and comments. I love seeing your comments. And